Okay, I will record now. Right. So this is 351. All right, brothers. So brothers and sisters, we have 31 over here. Okay, so today is the deadline for the proposal. Have you all submitted yet? So
Yes,
but
madam.
I only received 5 groups. Maximum, if we assume 5 per group, is 25. So 10 are missing. So maybe 2 groups are missing. And maybe the 2 groups are not here. All right, so, okay. Have anybody looked at the sky today? Anybody here looked at the sky before this class? Today?
No, madam.
Nobody?
No.
No, madam, it is too bright.
Yes, exactly. It's
It is-
sunny outside.
So
It is scorching, madam.
too bright. So not even in the morning.
Yes, madam, I just looked.
Yeah, I was asking before this class, not just looked, right? So you know why I'm asking this question? You know, sometimes we take for granted things around us because we are too busy, right? Are you busy or no?
Yes,
Hello?
madam.
Yes,
Yeah,
madam.
Mom, I have a class.
You have a class?
Got class from 8:30, madam.
Yes, ma'am. We had class from morning.
Non-stop or we stop? Some stop. So I also had, today
Non-stop.
I was at 10 lah. I have 3 classes today. So yeah, it's tiring. So it's the last class. You feel that you want to sleep. But I'm just saying that, there are things in life that because we are too busy, we take for granted. And that's why there's a pause in our life. Sometimes that's why we have prayers, we have salat, where we can stop. Otherwise, can you imagine your life without salat? Without prayers? Can you imagine your life without prayers? The sisters maybe can imagine because they do that. We do that. We don't have to pray for certain times in the month. Allah loves us so much that we have break. Thank you Allah for that. But if you ask a sister who your life like have no, what's the word? Have no structure, and you get lost easily. Why are people still entering even at 3:34? And why am I admitting it? So maybe I should just ignore so that they cannot enter. Okay, I will write a message here. If you are late, if you cannot enter, mana tu dia? Where's the group? Okay. Unable to connect. Make sure you're connected to the internet. My mobile internet connection is so bad since yesterday. Okay. For those who cannot enter, it's okay. We have I will put the recording online. So can you everybody write down your name and metric number for the attendance? Does it matter if you ask me? I'm the kind of lecturer that doesn't care if the students are here or not, because you are all adult. If you want to learn, you'll be here. So, but I'm forced by the kuliah to take attendance. So I have to. So normally in my other classes, my technical classes, if the student doesn't come, I don't care, but they definitely will fail my final exam because they don't understand the class. So if you want to learn, you come. You know, when I studied in UK, there was no strict regulation like in Malaysia. So it depends on us if you want to go to class or not, or we want to wear whatever we want. However, everybody come on time. Nobody come late. The lecturer never said anything, but everybody came on time. So, but in Malaysia, it's weird. Even the lecturer say come on time, but still student come late. And also, there's no attendance at all. So the lazy students will not come and then will not score or fail the exam. So they were saying, the lecturer said all of you are adults, so you are responsible of your life. So, but you know, during my undergraduates, I always look forward for the classes every day. I don't know why. I like to go to classes because I'm learning. Because it's easier for me to learn in class rather than reading. Some people you learn more by reading, but me, I learn more by listening and watching. Okay, so I like to go to class. Okay, so now today, basically, hopefully everybody has submitted the proposal. I will look at it, and if it's really bad, okay, I will contact the leader. Oops, never mind. Even if it's really good, I will also contact the leader. Or if I have suggestion, I will also contact the leader. Okay, because I will contact in the Telegram group. I just say this name, can you please contact me or private message me. Maybe I have some ideas to make it stronger. Okay, so that's done. Number 2 is the assignment. So I give you assignment number 1 in the link in the Telegram. Basically, it's just one question you need to answer. You can open any book to answer, but it's actually a self-reflection. It's about you. Okay, but you cannot discuss with your friends. Okay, that's the only condition. Okay, the due date is this Sunday. Okay, so it doesn't have to be long. It's only 10 marks. So 1 page should be enough. Okay, if you want to write more, it's up to you. But 1 page is enough. Okay, so that's assignment number 1. Proposal done. Okay, so I think I will give you assignment number 2 in the future. Right. So we have only 28 with us today. Now today, Thursday is a holiday. Do you know that, right? Do you know that, Abdullah? Thursday is a holiday?
Yes, madam.
Okay, good. I just knew about it last night. I said, what? It's a holiday, so I was planning to have this class, and then my friend told me it's a holiday. So now, since we only have 11 weeks, roughly, and we cannot afford to miss any class, therefore, it's still an holiday. I will give you link to the videos for you to watch. Okay, and the videos is on case study. So there are a lot of more, I think 30% of the cost on case study. So I give you a link, a video of me teaching case study. So on Tuesday next week, I will, Tuesday next week, we have a session. So you can ask me any question. If you don't understand about the case study, you better ask. Then I will give you the case study question, or maybe later, it depends. I will look at the timing. Okay, there's no midterm. Basically, the case study is your midterm. Macam itulah. Alright, any question?
Ma'am, when will be the deadline to submit the case study?
Case study?
Yeah, deadline. If you give us next week.
Okay. When do you want the deadline?
I don't know. I have to see the questions first.
Okay, then
Yes.
I will give you the option. You tell me when you want. So without looking at the question, when do you want the deadline? Tell me. Let's negotiate.
30th
30th of what?
November.
30th of November. When's the semester ends? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Semester ends when?
Maybe somewhere in December.
Somewhere in December. Okay. Don't forget, in the same time, you have to submit the portfolio later and presentation. Okay. So the sooner you submit, the better for you. I don't mind if you take 1 year. No, cannot lah, 1 year. You don't have marks. But I don't mind if you take long time. But the problem is everything will be at the end of semester. You need to submit the portfolio, which is the report for the project. and then you need to do video for the presentation. Okay, so everybody agree, yeah? You want 30th of November? I don't mind. Senyap tanda setuju ke apa ni? Quiet means you agree?
It means we are unsure.
Madam, sorry, I cannot hear you.
Sorry? Apa Daniel?
I cannot hear you because Zoom was lagging. I mean, the internet was lagging.
Oh, you cannot hear me. I was asking, is 30th November okay with everybody? I will ask 3 times.
No, no.
No, it's not okay? Who said no just now?
Me. I think December is good. Somewhere in
you?
December.
Sabah.
Sabah, yeah.
Yeah, why not okay?
Midterms, a lot of stuff in November.
Okay, so when do you want it? Everybody
I
need
think December is good. December is good. Somewhere in December.
you need to submit the portfolio as well. But it's okay, you know, but if you submit late, I cannot give you the marks for the case study before end of the semester. So you get your marks late. I don't mind. So
It's okay, we don't mind.
you don't mind having the marks late?
Yes.
If I get it earlier, can I change it?
Can we submit the week 8, before week 8?
When is week 8? What's the date? So okay, it's like this, brother. Even if it's at the end of the November, it's up. You can submit 1 day after I give you the case study. No problem. Nobody force you to wait until the end of the deadline. You can submit the day after, right? So if you want early, no problem. If you want late, also I think it's better to have late so that you can those who like struggling can wait later. So you can submit you can submit as soon as possible. No problem. Okay. So I think let me see my my notes here. Case study maybe nomor 17 18. So we can make it 30th of, everybody agree, yeah? 30th November, or you want later?
Ma'am, our last class is on 8th of January, ma'am. This semester ends.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay,
8th,
so we have more time. So you
yes.
want December also? 18, huh? Can we make assignment 3, case study on 18th of December? Boleh, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. I agree.
Case study 18th of December. Okay, boleh. All right. I will give you the question next week, inshallah. So you have ample of time. Good. So today we'll be learning about unethical practices in engineering. So I will give you the slide. The slide you can get it from the Google folder that I gave before. But for the case of, because today I want you to discuss about the slide, so I will give to you now in the Telegram group. Everybody need to download it because you'll be, I'll put into groups for discussion, and then you need to present. What is it? Teaching, let me try to find.
Madam, we need to download what?
The slide. I will give you a slide now in the Telegram for you to download for discussion. Okay? Can you see it? No, not yet. It's still uploading. Okay, it's there. 3.1 megabyte. Can you download that? And then, okay, brothers and sisters, I will share my screen. Where's my screen? Download it while I share my screen. Okay, so you can see my screen now. Okay, unethical issues in engineering practices. So today we'll be discussing about this. There are many unethical practices in engineering, and this has been done by people before you who are engineers and who has been caught. So that's why there's a list of unethical, so we are doing now here. Okay. We skip this one first. We'll do this one first. Okay, so this is a photo showing unethical practices. There are many. So in the slides, there are 4 main topics for the unethical practices: corruption, bribery and kickback, confidentiality, conflict of interest, and copyright issues. Okay, so in the slide, there are these 4 topics. I will divide you into how many of us here? 33. 33 divided by 4, how much? 33 divided by 4, anybody? Depends.
8 groups and 1 person.
8 groups?
Yes, madam.
Oh, 32, okay. 8 groups, 8 groups. Okay, 8 groups. So, okay, so 8 groups. Okay, listen carefully. Group 1, I get, so 8 groups. Group 1 and group 2. So you'll be automatically, the Zoom will choose you to put you into groups in the breakout session with Zoom. So you'll be into separate rooms after this. So in your group, you have to discuss about one of the topic. Group 1 and group 2, the topic is corruption. Group 3, group 4, bribery and kickback. Group 4 and group 5, confidentiality. Group 5, 6, no, 2, 2, 2. So group, I lost count. Okay, so this is group 1, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7, group 8. Okay, so these are the topics for your group. So I don't know who will enter which group. So let's see. Okay, so what you need to do is to discuss. So you can read the slides, you can find information in the internet, up to you. Okay, number 1, you need to define what is it. For example, what is corruption? What is bribery and kickback? Number 2, from Islamic and Western perspective, why is it unethical? Okay, what makes it unethical? And number 3, you need to give a situation as an engineer that explains this unethical practice, that shows this actually how does it work in a real life. So give a situation in a real life situation. So you have to do these 3. It's in the slide that you download. These 3 are in the slide that you download. Any question before so some of the information are here, some a lot, so you need to be able to browse through. And I only give you, this is 350, I give 20 minutes only. I give you 20 minutes only to go through, read everything, and after that 5 minutes presentation of each group. Okay, do you understand? Any question?
Madam, I'm still unclear about the groups.
The groups, this Zoom will automatically send you into groups. So how many groups tadi?
So 1 group, 4 person. Is it?
Yes. So you will see later. You cannot choose. I also cannot choose. So whoever in your group discuss so that in the end discuss and make sure you'll be able to explain definition, question number 1, 2, and 3, and your group have to present. and you want to present using slide or whatever, it's better to have a slide. So somebody need to write. Okay, you can share your screen. Okay, so now I will separate you into groups, 8 rooms. Okay, and you be on your own room and discuss in your room. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. I'm trying to put the sisters together. I don't know if possible. Move to. Wait, let me. Then. Or try if you can put the sister to one. Alamak, silap. Move to, sorry, this is my first time using this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one move to 2, 3. Oh, it's not easy. Move to. Okay, so where's the sisters? Some sisters, I'm sorry, I don't know how to. Some sisters you will stay in a combined group. It's okay, good. Okay, so breakout room 1, it means group 1. If 2 means group 2. Okay, so if you are not happy, you want to change the group, let me know. I will change the group for you. Okay, so I will send you to your own group. And 20 minutes, I will call you back. Okay, are you in your groups? Can you still listen to me? Can you hear me or not?
Masa ada sister, dem.
I can hop from one group to another, so keep on discussing. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Macam ni
Interesting.
So, so korang nak cari everyone Malay ke?
English even if it's Malay. I am.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we have the definition in the slides. So what we are going to Google.
Maybe we can
Just read it or we just explain it by our words or what?
I think so.
We need to do both.
Yeah.
Hello, madam.
Hi, madam.
I'm hopping from room to room.
Oh, spy. You're a spy, madam.
Huh?
Yes.
Spy.
A spy, yes. Please go ahead. You only have 20 minutes, you know.
Yes.
Madam, only one presenter, or we should all talk?
So this group is busy reading. Okay.
Nak apa definition?
So you are reading? I'm hopping from room to room to see how's everybody. So dah bagi tugas ah?
Belum lagi, tengah baca lagi ada.
Okay, make sure ada leader tau. Nanti takut bila dah habis masa tak ada tugas, orang ni tak buat apa ke. Alright?
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay.
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 Madam,
And I'll also read the slides to get a general idea.
Yes, need to read the slides.
You guys think you can get your information in like Word or something? Can you hear me, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Madam is with us. Masurina, you're muted.
Yes, brother.
Oh, I don't know. You were talking, but you were muted. Okay.
So me and Ashraf, we will explain. We'll find the real situation of this topic.
Yes, under confidentiality.
Okay.
You can refer to the slide that Madam has posted in the Telegram.
Okay.
You have 10 minutes left. So you need to work
Ma'am,
faster.
I just need one clarification from you, if you could.
Yes.
It says confidentiality is unethical.
Yes.
So is that the viewpoint that we're supposed to talk about?
Yes. Why you think it means that when you expose confidentiality, that is unethical. It's not the
so breach of confidentiality, not the
Yes.
concept of confidentiality.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good. Any question before I leave? No? Okay. Good. I will leave now.
The slide, and then we need to create a slide, right? Or we just take the slide from the folder of the that already given by the madam.
We can use the document already given by the madams, and we also can add some if we, for example, we have some video or anything.
Okay. So for our group, we will present the one that already given by the madam.
Yes.
And if any additional information, we can just
Can
add.
some. Yes.
Add some. Okay. How about our turn? When do we know how?
Madam not give the turn yet.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I think I already got the task. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you have 10 minutes from now.
Aku buat definition, nanti kita present guna slide lah macam mana?
Kita copy slide ni, buat slide baru. Cantik sikit.
I thought you'd be talking in English, right? No?
Yes, madam. Just some words.
Huh? Some words? I heard all English.
Only some words. Oh no. Sorry, madam.
Okay.
Madam, can we use the slide to present? Can you use the slide, right? As reference. Hello. Fine.
Hello.
Yeah, madam.
Yes.
For the slide, can we use the slide that you given, or we need to create a new slide?
Up to you.
Slide as reference, right? For our presentation.
But remember, you only have 5 minutes. So 5 minutes normally you don't need many slides.
Okay.
Madam, why do I have 2 topics, madam?
You have 2 topics? Oh, yang mana?
Yes.
Yang mana? What topic?
Conflict of interest and copyright issue, right?
Sebab dia sikit. Orang lain, awak tengok tak orang lain punya berapa pages? Corruption tu.
Party tu.
Tak sempat.
Tak sempat? Alah, buat je lah. Bismillah buat je. Okay. So try to divide between you. You should divide. Yang ni buat ini buat ini. And take just the important part. The important part you want to share.
Kau buat slide kau? Bagi link.
Huh?
Buat slide. Bagi link.
Buat slide.
Okay, anything else before I leave?
No, madam.
No, madam.
Alright, good.
Thank you.
Teruskan usaha. So you have like 7 minutes from now.
Oh my god.
Sampai kan? Hello, madam.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Hello.
Senyap buat apa ni?
Tengah prepare.
Tengah prepare. Okay, never mind. Saya saja saya tak ada kerja ni, pergi bilik orang. I don't have things to do. I will be hopping from room to room just to see how you are doing.
Okay.
You have 6 minutes left.
Okay.
Madam, dekat slide ni already have the point, right? So we only need to copy.
Yeah, up to you. You want to use the same slide or not, but make sure you're able to explain in 5 minutes.
Oh. Okay.
And then example.
Okay.
Macam mana nak
We have 1 minute left. So Hassan, what happens? Your internet cut off?
Yes, suddenly I have been kicked from my room. So
You are kicked out because of the internet, I think, right?
yeah,
No?
maybe. Yes.
Are you in the mahalla?
Yeah. But I'm using the Ethernet cable. I think it got disconnected somehow.
Oh, okay.
I spoke with one of my team members and I got something to do.
Okay, good. Because I can't remember which group you are. You were, so that to make you join the previous group. So it's okay.
I've been assigned in group 3.
Group 3. Okay, good. Now everybody's joining us. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Good. So you had your discussion, right? You know, as an engineer, we can work in 5 minutes, we can work in 20 minutes, we can work in 1 hour or 3 days. So if you give us 20 minutes, this is the output. If you give you 5 minutes, is the output. So we can always work, right? Never say no. So with 20 minutes, I want to see what's your output. Who's from group 1 here? Nobody? Say something if you're from group 1.
Me, madam.
Mirza. So your team member. Okay, so who's going to share the presentation, and then you can start presenting. Do you have anything to share? The screen? You know how to share screen, right?
Share screen.
Okay, so please group one, you have 5 minutes from now. And the rest of you, pay attention and ask question. Mana group satu?
Madam,
Yes.
you said that the host disabled participant screen sharing.
Pula kat mana ni nak buat share screen. Okay. Saya lepas tu boleh. Cuba, can you try it once again?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, great. Group one, please start your presentation 5 minutes from now. And the rest can ask, each group need to ask at least one question. Okay, continue. Who's going to present?
Me, madam.
Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Madam Fazlin and my classmates. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. So the topic is corruption, and the group members consist me, Mirza, Daniel, Faiz, Chaudhary, and Irfan Salini. So first we go to the definition. So what is corruption? Corruption is bad behavior, especially is done by people with great authority. It means in higher position in whatever, in society, in a country or government. So corruption is an improper and usually unlawful conduct intent to secure a benefit for oneself or another. Okay, corruption is usually for personal gain, for the own self personal gain. Under corruption, there's many type. So one of it is bribery, extortion. Bribery, and extortion and so on. But I don't want to go deep into bribery. Okay, that's for definition. Actually, something that done that is illegal thing to do, and it's for personal gain. Okay, for the perspective in Islamic, perspective from Islamic and Western. So is for corruption. For Islamic perspective, first thing is accountability to Allah. So usually when we want something, we ask from Allah, the God. So we pray for Him to ask to give the rizki, to give our benefit to us. But if we do corruption thing, we done corrupt things like bribery. So the dependable to Allah is gone. We depend to human beings. Though that is not right. Second is morality. It is not a moral thing to do to gain personal gain by getting help from each other. And lastly, failure in dunya and afterlife. Okay, and it is a major, I think it's a big sin to do corrupt. Okay, and it's despised by Allah. By Western perspective, inefficiency, failure to succeed, and failure in dunya. So I think even if in our country, in Malaysia, if someone is caught doing corruption, he will be taken seriously according to the law. Next, in engineer real life situation, how engineers being corrupt? Firstly is lying. Knowingly convey false or misleading informations. So let's say as we later on when we become an engineer, when we have a project, let's say even though we don't have the qualifications to proceed with the project, but by doing corruption, maybe that by bribery, we gain the permission to proceed the project, even though we do not have the qualifications. Okay, so that is wrong. Huh? Refresh slide. Refresh slide. Can you guys see the slide? Yes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Second is deliberate deception, lying about their skills. The third, withholding informations, first to bring up some of the negative aspects of a project. This from the example from the slide, I read that when they are presenting their project, they only bring up what is the positive aspect, but they did not talk about the negative aspect to their supervisor, to their examiner. So this is considered corruption. They are lying. They did not lying. They do not bring up the negative part of their project. So this is not true. This is false. This is wrong. And lastly, failure to seek out the truth using a suspected inaccurate data without further inquiry. Okay, I think that's all.
That's all?
Yes.
In your group?
Yes.
Okay, any question from the floor? Can you stop sharing so that I can see your friends? Okay, friends, ask question. Oh, before you ask question, okay, group 2. Who's group 2 here?
Yes, madam.
Okay, group 2. Anything you want to add to the presentation of group 1?
I think a bit more about the corruption. In Western perspective, they say that corruption is kind of giving or obtaining advantage from means which are illegitimate, immoral, and or inconsistent with one duty or the rights of others. And they also emphasize that corruption will encourage or will make development growth. To hinder development, which are education, health, and other parts. So that's on Western perspective.
Okay, good. Anything else, group 2? To add? Who else in group 2? Daniel?
Me, madam.
You want to add?
I think everything is explained already.
Okay, so since everything being explained, everybody else, other groups ask question, group 2 will answer. Because group 1 already presented, group 2 said everything being presented already. So, question from group 3. Who's from group 3? Ask question. Or any other group before I start asking calling you on corruption. You have no question?
Madam, I'm in group 1, but I forgot to add one thing like in the perspective area. So I wanted to add like for Islamic perspective, there's already like a set of morality, like we already have fixed set of morality, so we know what is right and what is wrong. But the Western one, it's always like changing. Like for example, sometimes they justify lying by like in laws and stuff like where it's like if you're a lawyer, you can lie, and it's like yeah, so they don't have a fixed set of morality, whereas the Islamic perspective, there's already like a fixed set. So like yeah, what is corruption and what is not? There's a fixed set of like corruption rules.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Who else wants to add or ask question? Other groups? If you don't have question, I will ask you. I will ask the other members who don't ask question lah. You know, the one who already understand about corruption. That's why you don't ask question, right? So want to ask who? I don't know. Murni. Murni, are you listening? Yes. So why are people still are all corrupted activities being caught?
Yeah. What was the question?
Are all corrupted activities or corruptions being caught or not?
Not really. Some of the corrupt people still out there.
So what to do?
What to do? I think the higher authorities need to like be very true to their work, because like if they get a bribe, then they like lose to them.
Close to them?
Lose to them. Like if they got money, then they will just follow the corrupted people. So like they have to be very, like true to their work, very strict.
Okay, thank you. So corruption is a big problem in the world, especially the developing world or the poor countries, especially the Muslim countries. Okay, we have a big problem on corruption. So we'll be learning this, and one day you'll be working. You will be given a situation whereby you will be challenged whether you want to do corruption or no. So for example, your mother is sick, your father is sick, everybody is sick. Then somebody say, okay, you don't have money to pay for their medical expenses. And then somebody say, okay, you just let my son enter the company. I'll give you $1 million. Will you take it or no? So that's why there is in the some people just want extra money to go for holiday. Some people are really in desperate mode. So whether you are in desperate mode or need an extra money, corruption is still wrong. And the most important thing, we as a Muslim, we will be accountable to Allah in the day of judgment. If we are not being caught at all, right? Oh, nobody knows. Nobody, madam, I cheated like many times in IIUM. I never been caught. Yes, the lecturer or the kuliah, the university didn't manage to catch you, but Allah will catch you on the day of judgment. So be careful. So we have the biggest, and the grandest, court in the hereafter. So whatever we do, we need to be remembered. And the problem with corruption is, it's a big sin, because you are dealing with other people, and you cannot just ask Allah for forgiveness. You need to ask for everybody that you have done zalim to. So you need to think like many times before doing something. And bribery is very common. I will tell you, I don't know, have you ever experienced bribery before? No? Yes?
Yes,
no?
madam.
Yes.
Yes? When did you experience bribery?
This one time, I think we were coming from, we were like somewhere outside, like we were going to, coming from Perak to like KL, and then the police stopped us for no reason because we were international students, and then they were like, we had like, so one of my cousin was there, and then the police was like, okay, like, they said like, do you have money? We were like, no, we don't. So they were like, if you give this girl's phone number, we'll let you go. But for no reason, we didn't do anything. Wow. So she gave her the police a fake number, and then they let us go from Perak to like in the highway.
Thankfully, you ask your friend and you are smart. Don't give the real phone number. But this is the first time I heard instead of money they stupid lah. Sorry. Yes, we hear these stories, and then if you normally when I ask my international student when I talk about bribery, they will talk about police in Malaysia.
But madam.
Yes.
This is also lying, giving a fake phone number.
Yes, it's true. However, there's a concept in Islam: take the less evil. I can't remember in Arabic. Take the less evil between two evils, lesser evil. So in this case, there are lesser evil is to give the fake phone number. Okay, so yes, so it's very sad and it's very humiliating for the Malays. But it's a problem that we need to solve. Anybody else have experience with bribery? No, you never worked before.
Yeah,
Yes, Daniel.
I kind of have, but I'm not sure. When I was in standard 6, I guess, Darjah 6. At the moment, I already had my license. Then I went to shop, but I forgot to bring in my license. And then one police came to me and asked me to stop and asked for my license. So I told him I forget to bring my license. Then he asked for my wallet. He asked me how much do you have. I was like, what? I didn't know what to react. I just keep staring at him and he just went away. But I don't even know he is a police or not at the moment. I don't know.
He's not wearing the police uniform? Maybe not.
No, he's not. But he's kind of like, I don't know. He's wearing boots. Like, I don't know. At standard 6, I was kind of like, I don't know, is he real or not.
Yes. So yeah. So as an ethical person, right? When somebody asks you to pay bribery, do you pay or no? Some police, some people, they threaten you. Okay, Aiman, if you don't pay me, I will give you a through ticket. The cost is 10 times the one that you pay me. So which one do you choose?
How much, madam?
How much? For example, you have to pay me only 50 ringgit. If the real ticket will be 500 ringgit. So which one do you choose?
100 ringgit.
No, 50 or 500. 50 or I say 100 ke 500 tadi? Lupa.
You say 50 and 500.
50 and 500. No, 100 lah. 50 and 500.
Saya bayar lebih.
Oh, bayar lebih.
Ya je mana. Tipu lah.
Okay, brother, this is engineering ethics class, okay? So, we should fight and get paid the 500, and then because we did wrong. Normally, when you are on the right, if you don't do anything wrong, yes, you should say no. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay. Give me the ticket. I will fight. It happens to my brother. My brother is very good in this. He will fight. The police say, what? I didn't do anything wrong, because the police trying to get money from him. So I said, no, nanti give me the ticket. And in the end, the police didn't give the ticket because he didn't do anything wrong. So number 1, don't do anything wrong. Number 2, fight for your right. Number 3, even if you do something wrong, you have to stand for the wrong thing that you have done. So you pay for the 500, try to ask for appeal later. So that's how we should do. We don't pay bribery, because Allah will ask you on the day of judgment that you paid, right? And I'm, as a citizen of Malaysia, I will go in the day of judgment to you, why do you pay bribery to the police? And you corrupted my country. So be careful. So on corruption, try not to, extreme best, not to do corruption. And there are many, as an engineer, later on, there will be a lot of corruption. People who want, because you have power already at that time. Now, maybe say, oh, he's a student, she's a student, nobody cares. He doesn't have money. Later on, when you work, maybe you don't have money still, but you have power. You can allow people to come, you can help to make things easier for other people, right? Don't do it for personal gain, right? Because why? Again, the most important is if you don't get caught. If you get caught, habis lah. If you get caught, you cannot become an engineer forever. If the engineers from Malaysia and you will go to the court, there are people. I'll tell you a story whereby there is a friend of a friend who was a young engineer. So was a young engineer. The salary is not big. So somebody, a big company, say, okay, why don't you help us to get this information? Then he said, and then or help us. So he got money. He had cash. He has only motorcycle at that time. So from there he buy a bigger motorcycle, a car. And then one day he got caught. and then he was sent to court and was finally, what do you call it, being sentenced guilty, and until now he's young, and after 2-3 years of working he cannot work as an engineer forever, and there's a criminal, criminal record. So we need to be extremely careful. If you don't get caught in this world, you'll get caught in hereafter. Okay, so I think corruption done. Second group on, what's the second group about? The third group, apa nama dia? What's the third group about? Anybody? Bribery and kickback. Okay, group 3 and 4. Group 4, can you present? Group 4, where are you?
Yes, madam.
Okay, can
Yes,
you please
madam.
present? You can share your screen. You have 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Can you see the?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay. Today we are going to present about bribery and kickback, and we're going to start with Brother Haziq. He's going to explain the definition of bribery. So, Brother Haziq.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Bribery is having someone who has power.
Oh, we actually entered the second topic. Sorry tadi the first corruption. Bribery is part of corruption, but here is a very specific on bribery. Okay, go on.
Who has power that gives something to other people to get benefit. It doesn't matter what the thing that he give. It can be anything. In slide 12, you can see the example of bribery. Can you move to slide 12? Okay, this is an example of what that can be give money. Example, cash, voucher, allowance, treatment. It can be a discount, favors. You can give like offers. You can give like position in a company. Also can be about corporate hospitality, facilitation payments, and payment of expenses. To sum it all, bribery can be anything that people give to others people to get benefit in a like unethical way. Okay, can you move to slide 20? In Islam, taking bribe is one way of consuming someone else well in an unethical way. A bribe is like any property that offers to a judge or public servant in order to obtain a decision in favor of oneself or against a rival. It also can be given to other people so that you can like get advantage compared to other people. For example, if you like two company want to get like a contract, so like the first company go to the person that has power and try to bribe the person to give him the project like something, so that the competitor cannot get the project. In Islam, bribery is prohibited because it can cause like huge corruption in the society. Okay, I will pass to Brother Jabahir to give example of ayat Al-Quran.
Okay. Who's going to speak? You only have like 1 minute left.
Brother Jabahir.
Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Bribery in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala says, and don't consume your property among yourself wrongfully, not seek access to judge by means of it, in order that you may sinfully consume a portion of people's wealth while you know, means willingly or unwillingly, if we consume other people's wealth, it's considered as a bribe. And Allah said another ayat, and to visit many of them bribing one of the another insane translation and their devouring of illegal gain. Verily evil what they do. He also want to highlight that evil people means who don't follow the right path. They are tend to do the sinful work as they consume the other oil, and they consume the others people oil. And the bribery in the Sunnah, the Prophet ﷺ said, Allah's curse is on the one who offers the bribe and who on and on the judge who accepts it. And it's prohibited in Islam that who took the bribery is the bigger sin. And why bribery is not tolerated why bribery is not tolerated and unethical, because
Okay, 30 seconds.
bribery corrupts our free market economic system. Also, it is a sellout to the rich, means it corrupts the justice and public policy allowing the rich to set the rules. Also, it's degradation to the human being. It's not rightful. It's not justified as the Islamic law. When a gift becomes a bribe, then if we give something like a small meal,
Are you
or
following the slide or not, Jawahir? Are you following the slide?
Yes.
Slide here, sharing. Are you which slide are you in now?
no, when a gift becomes a bribe. This one.
Okay.
Usually the boundary between gift and bribe is subtle. And then if gifts means if we give something calendar or something logo, it's just considered as an advertisement tool. If we give something expensive that we used to not give the people, that time it's considered as a bribe. And then next part will continue my friends, the kickback.
Oh, you already, okay, only 1 minute, kickback. Your friend already taken
Okay.
your time.
Okay, from in the bribery context, there are 3 forms in the slide: the kickbacks, extortion, and grease payment. So they are all considered bribery. Kickbacks is, for example, prearranged payment that made by contractors. Like there is one project that there are 2 companies competing, right? And then one of the companies said to the boss of the company that want to make the tender. And they said, if you proceed with our company, then we will pay you amount. So it is a pre-arranged payment that they have made a deal. So like from like Malaysia, we have a lot of government tenders, right? So companies can get an advantage by applying kickbacks, you know. And for extortion, it's basically blackmail. It's like blackmailing, and it's an act of threatening someone with harm. For examples like, if you don't do my assignment, I will like do bad things like how to say is blackmailing, you know.
I will not be your friend.
It can also apply blackmail. Like we have something like a point that we can harm this certain person, and we use that point for our advantage. And grease payments are like from these are offered to facilitate routine bureaucratic decision. For example, like you have a lot of documents that needs that is pending to be approved by a certain department, and then you pay the person who is in charge with a certain payment to uh to succeed your documents first. Because there is a lot, there are many documents, but you want to have an advantage, so you pay the person in charge to settle your documents first. So that is why we
10
payment,
seconds.
and this is that's
Finish.
all.
All right,
Finish.
thank you. Can you stop sharing? Any question? Group apa ni? 3. Anything to add? Who's good? Who's group 3?
Madam,
Yes, Abah, you want to add anything?
I don't want to add. I want to ask. Can
Okay.
I ask one question? What happens when the bribery becomes a necessity? A necessity.
Become what?
A necessity.
Necessity?
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Yemen. I know a lot of people who are
Can you speak
poor.
louder? We can not hear.
Who are poor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they like convince themselves that it is not anymore a sin. It is a necessity. What can I like reply or say to them?
Good question. Are you from group 3 or no?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you from group 3? Anybody from group 4 or group 3 want to answer first? Or anybody in the audience want to answer before I answer? Sabah's question, you heard Sabah's question, right? So they are poor people, they think it's a necessity to accept bribe because they need to eat, they need to give their daughter to eat, son to go to school, so otherwise they will die. Maybe something like that, right? I put some exaggeration. So so what's your answer to that?
I think if it's like an extreme necessity, then like they can accept it, but they need, it's important to make sure that it doesn't become a habit, like it doesn't keep on repeating and repeating, and it doesn't become like, yeah. But if it's like a one-time thing and it's like extreme necessity, it can be acceptable.
Okay, it's one-time thing. Who else want? Thank you. Who else want to answer? You agree with him? But one time, my daughter, my son need to eat tomorrow, also the day after tomorrow. It's not only one time. I'm poor.
But if you allowed one person to do it, there are a lot of people like, okay, I need it.
Yeah, so therefore,
they
it's
like
better that I take it.
bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Find a job.
So
like
that's what's happening in like Middle East, in countries like Syria and Yemen and Sudan,
Exactly.
etc.
Exactly. Yes. So it's a very important question, and it's happening, and everybody are doing it. I remember this is another story. It's about unethical practice, but not on bribery. I remember once I caught a student cheating from a country. I won't say which country. So every time I caught a person, he or she will be shaking because he never thought that he'll be caught. Then so I said, but I see the trend, why always person from this country? Then I asked that person, he said, oh, because everybody in our country cheat. So it's normal to cheat. It's abnormal not to cheat. So cheating is in our blood. Something like that, the answer, right? So, and we have to pass, otherwise our scholarship will be, be chopped if we don't cheat. So the same goes to, because it's everywhere, it's within the country, it's within the blood. So anybody want to answer before I answer? No? So it's very important. What Islam says, right? Even especially in the end of time, there's a hadith. The Prophet was saying, I can't remember the exact hadith. You can go and Google it. Basically, the Prophet said that we are the one who will hold Islam will be strangers. Ghuraba will be strangers. So for us to, so it's very tough. But we and tuba lil ghuraba. The Prophet said, what's the word in English? Be rejoiced, the one who are the strangers, because the reward is not in this world. The reward will be in hereafter. So for those who everybody are doing bribery, I think because it's inside, it's about the iman. First, we cannot say stop bribery. They will not understand. Number one, he needs to understand that it's not right in Islam, and if he takes bribery, he will go direct to hellfire. And there are a lot of hadiths, as you mentioned by your friends, about bribery. So if he wants to give his son and daughter food, it has to be from a halal source. And that will give barakah to the life, to the family, and everything will go smoothly. But if the money are taken from haram sources, the family will not be happy at all. That's what we understand from Islam. So regardless, everybody else are doing it, we will take, because we want to take care of our family, we don't do it. So if everybody starts to think like that, then everything will stop. But if it's in the blood, it's difficult. But we can start. We start with ourselves first. We start with people around us first. And then we keep on. And that's why, another thing, our brothers and sisters, that's why our economy need to be good. Normally, there's another hadith the Prophet said, like if you are fakir, if you are very poor, you will go closer to kufr. You will easier to go to not believing in Allah because you are too poor. So that's why it's our job. It's our job, yes, our job. And engineers, you need to think of your country, how we can make the economy good as an engineer, from engineering perspective. So we can help the country to have a better economy, so that they won't be forced to do bribery. If the economy is really bad, you know, there's another story, right? If in Islam, if you steal, we need to cut your hand, right? But if the society are corrupt, meaning that the rich people are not giving money to the poor people to eat, we cannot cut the hand of the one who steals. So it's not as straightforward. So we should stop bribery at all costs, and we should go and propagate this. In the same time, we should help them by helping the economy. You need to have a aim in your life. Say, okay, I know my society, this is a problem. I will do, Ya Allah, help me. I will change my society. I will make my society rich or something in the halal way. Right? You need to have goal in life. So I don't know whether that answers the question or no. And we're already 4:50. Okay, so another thing before we stop, bribery and gift. What's the difference? Okay, for example, Faisal come to me before the final exam, give me a box of chocolate. Is that gift or bribery? So because you just go back to your home country, this chocolate is very nice, madam, I want you to have it. Is it gift?
That would be a bribery, ma'am.
There will be bribery, why?
Ma'am, it's like it's in the end of the semester, right, ma'am? Just before the final or the result.
Yes.
If nice to me, like I could get a grade above my mark. That would be a bribery, ma'am.
It could be that he's gonna miss the lecture because the lecture was so nice. We just wanted to have a nice gesture and give something at the end of the
maybe he just feel like he want to do a nice gesture. So
Yeah.
not bribery. So you think it may be not bribery?
Yeah.
2 in 1, madam.
Huh?
2 in 1.
2 in 1. Wow. Okay. You know, it's
Depends on the person's intention.
You say shubha.
Ma'am, if I have one question, if it's not only me, like at the last, if the whole class arrange a gift and give it to you, what will that be? Is it a gift or a bribery to you, ma'am? Which one?
Oh, that's a good question. So not only one, the whole class. So whether the whole class is doing bribery or no.
Yes.
Good. So if let's say the whole company giving you money, it's not bribery lah. If you know, the whole village are giving you money for you to help them to secure something, it's not bribery. It still is bribery. Number one, intention. But we don't know what's the intention of in the heart of people. So in the law, okay, in law, Allah will know what's your intention. You want to give me because nice gesture by Aiman, or you actually, oh madam, help me, I need to pass this, and I know I screw up this course. So if your intention is to get a better mark, then in the sight of Allah, of course you will get the punishment. However, for in court, right, to be caught in court in life, there is certain standard. For example, in Malaysia, the government have rulings. It depends, different countries have different rulings. For example, in Malaysia, the rulings keep on changing. Last time they say below 300 ringgit is okay, because it's just for example, they say it's okay below 300 ringgit. Now I think they change it, everything, they reduce it. Now they only you can only give, like for example, food or books. So that's why people or the politician, they cannot accept anything except for food. Even food, you cannot go to 5-star. It needs to be normal food. Okay, so there's a limit on the pricing as well. So it depends on the price as well. And the timing. So for example, you give me a very expensive gift, but actually when you finish everything, you already got your marks. As mentioned by Aiman, you just want to show some thank you, that is fine. So the timing is crucial. And be careful, because the bribery, it can it's not only money. People can offer you discount, vouchers, and there's a story, people being caught, and not his fault. He's actually a nice person, but in the end he didn't think that can be a bribery, and somebody reported, and he got caught and being removed from engineer. He doesn't want to accept bribery from a company, a Chinese company. So he said no, and then in the end the Chinese will go here, there, and they say, okay, never mind lah, you stay to you go to this hotel, you pay on your own. I just give you extra spa or certain facilities extra. So he got caught for that, and then he being removed from the company. And even worse nowadays, the corruption. Because I was in a corporate company, they even offer you. I don't know whether you think it's crazy or not, but for me, I think it's crazy. They offer you, for men, they offer you women, right? So they are crazy. They have no boundary because they're Chinese, they're non-Muslim. Even Muslim, they're crazy. Muslim also drinks alcohol. So brothers and sisters, it depends on what is your heart and whether you fear Allah or no. The people will come to you and offer you 1,000 things, and even the whole company or everybody in the company does that, you never do it, because you'll be answerable to Allah, even the whole company. And I will tell you another story next time. It's a real story, and I was shocked. It happens to my cousin. He's an engineer. I was shocked. I said, this is crazy. What's going to happen in this world? So that is unethical practices. Brothers and sisters, you should know what are the unethical practices and avoid it. Even if you don't being caught in this world, catch in this world, will be caught in hereafter. So that the most important in the hereafter. Wallahu alam, I go beyond my time 5 minutes. I'm really sorry for that. I will give you a link for the classes on Thursday. Inshallah, we have Tuesday, and I will give you the case study. Don't forget to do the assignment. The deadline is this Sunday, inshallah. Let's close with the doa. Somebody please quickly read a doa. Quickly, yeah. I don't understand why brother doesn't want to read doa. I thought it's like common to read doa, right? You become imam in your house, in your masjid, in your musalla, right? No? Yes? Come on, doa. I'm sorry, sisters. We have to wait.
Yeah, I will read.
Okay, go on.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wa mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma ahyina bil iman wa amitna bil iman wa adkhilna jannata ma'al iman. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana wa walidayna kama rabbayana saghira. Allahumma atina bi husnil khatimah wa la tahtimna bi su'il khatimah. Rabbana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmatan innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Assalamualaikum, madam. Thank you, madam.
Salam.